Ideas start in two ways for me. Sometimes I get that flash in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., and then I can't go back to sleep because I want to do the painting so much. And sometimes I have an idea from a painting of somebody else's that, oh, that's really nice. And it sparks an idea for my own painting. When I first start to paint, I lay out all my paints and then I exercise my hand. It's really important. Just like a basketball player shoots baskets before a game, every artist, I believe, needs to warm up physically so you get your eye-hand coordination going. And after I start mixing my paints, and sometimes I have a practice board that I use, and then I start painting, and maybe I won't like the first couple of strokes and I'll wipe them all off, and then I'll begin, and then it's smooth sailing from then on. My work area has a glass top. I use a glass palette, and I use a gray color underneath that to show the colors. Sometimes when you put colors on a white palette and then you put it onto your canvas, it's not the same. So I use a glass palette for that reason, and then it's easier to clean. I take a razor and scrape it up. I put my transparent colors together, and then I put my opaque colors all together. Sometimes in the middle of all that, I'll scrape off some of it and get ready. But usually when I paint many paintings all at once, as opposed to one painting and then clean up and then go back to it. It's just much easier to paint them all at once. I don't think any time is off limits for anyone to see. It's nice for them to see the process. Sometimes people wonder how you got from step A to step Z. Um, it's nice for them to see that, and especially if the painting is their painting, then they know what the whole process. I did a restoration for someone, and they helped me pick out the colors they liked, and all along the way, I showed them the steps. They had a hand in it, so they really took ownership of that painting. They knew it was their painting, even though I was painting it. A lot of people in commercial art, because it's their job, have to create for other people and what other people will buy. When you're an artist, it's a different creative process. When I look at my painting and I like it, then I know it's ready to be on the market. If I don't like it, I know somebody else may not like it either. And I often ask different people's opinion. What do you think of this part? What do you think of that part? And then when I do get rolling on something, I get very into it, very excited about it. And every time I look at it, I just give myself a little cheer because I like it so much. I would have it. When I'm creating, and it is a very intense moment for me, I'm thinking, how did that process get from my brain to my hand? And I'm very spiritual, and so I actually believe that I am helped with spirituals, with God, and I believe along the way that's that's where you're led. When someone looks at my art, I want them to feel good. And then every time they pass it, I want them to feel good about themselves. I want them to feel good about nature. I want them to have a heartfelt, happy thought, something that is uplifting for them. Maybe they're having a bad day, they walk past the painting, and it makes them smile. There's always a story developing when I look at my painting. Um, I've been, I have not done a painting I have wanted to do for many years, and I think I'm going to do that pretty quick. But the story is of a young man with his horse, and he has to care for this horse on a ship that crosses the Atlantic Ocean. Um, the horse loves him intensely, and it's this relationship between the boy and the horse. And many of my paintings do have a story in them. I just painted a painting of lemons, of all things. And one of the things I did was pick the lemons off of my trees, sent them to my son, and then he arranged them on his kitchen table in such a way with a jar that it looked like an amazing still life. Sent that to me, and I thought, oh wow, that would be great. That would be a great painting. And sure enough, I painted it, and I think all the feelings were in it. I love the way it turned out, but there was a story behind it.